did you compete against any Nigerians?
Oh my goodness, yes. One of your great runners, Marianne Yali. I competed against her in college. She was at Texas, and I was at the University of Alabama. And Mary was a fierce competitor. She did not play the radio, and I was a fierce competitor myself. But the funny thing was, we were great friends. We roamed many times on the European circuit, but we competed against each other. When we lined up, we knew we were going to give each other a hard run. But once we crossed the line, our friendship picks right back up. It was a good, friendly competition. Mary was a phenomenal Nigerian athlete, and she represented Nigeria very, very well. And I'm proud to have her, to call her friend, because at times it's very difficult to have friends when you compete against them. But Mary was definitely one of my true friends. As a matter of fact, she invited me to her wedding in Nigeria. And I was not able to attend. It was one of the time. I think it was during the time when my father had passed away, and so I couldn't attend her wedding. I was really looking forward to coming to Nigeria, and I have yet to make it to Nigeria. But I promised her last year, when I was at the African Championship, that I do still plan to come to Nigeria. Even I was from the Bahamas, and she was from Nigeria. We knew that we were sisters, that we were African sisters, and me being a Caribbean woman, her being an African woman, we kind of know that we all kind of came from, the same place, just a matter of where the boat dropped you. And so we just quickly developed a great friendship. And even though we were rivals, we quickly developed a great friendship. And whenever I would do well, she'd be happy for me. Whenever she would do well, I'd be happy for her. But we always knew that when we lined up against each other, it was going to be all out.
And I seem to recall that you finished fourth in the 400 meters at Atlanta 96, and you were beaten out by another Nigerian for the bronze. Can you tell us about that?
Faliat Ogunkoya. I competed against her in the SEC. She was at Mississippi State, and I was at Alabama. And throughout my whole college career, I beat Faliat. Left, right, and center. All the time I used to beat her. All the college I used to beat her. And then in 1996, it was a different Faliat. I mean, she looked strong. She was sprinting well. She looked more confident, she seemed more fitter, and even in my mind, I still felt that I could beat her, but when we lined up against one another, she beat me fair and square. In one sense, I'm surprised. In another sense, I am not surprised. You see, you have to invest in your young people. At every country, you can't take it for granted that these athletes are going to fall out of the skies. In order for you to have a level of success, you have to invest in development. And I understand from my Nigerian friends, who I'm very close. I have a ton of Nigerian friends. The Nigerians weren't invested in the young people, and so I think they became a little bit complacent based on what some of my friends were saying to me. They kind of got away from what made them great, and when that happens, it takes almost a whole generation to really pull your shoe back up. But there's no doubt in my mind that Nigeria could get back to their greatness. They just have to refocus on their young people and develop their athletic talent, and they'll be back on top, no question about it. In terms of talent, Nigeria definitely has a lot of talent in young men and young women. I've seen it over the years. I think once you regroup, and once every single official realizes that it's not about them, it's about their country, the country of Nigeria, and that their personal agendas does not matter. What matters is that you develop your athletes to represent your country, and if the athletes don't do well, then you don't do well. If the athlete wins, then you are a winner. And I think that every single Nigerian ought to take responsibility for what has happened.